Hey, it's Jack Gately from Jack Gately Real Estate in the Online Real Estate Academy. And we've been watching one of the biggest issues really in the country, and that is the interest rate rise and how that will affect the economy. Understand the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates in the hope of creating a recession. That's the strategy. Because with recession, you also cool the economy, and the strategy is you kill inflation, or at least, mitigate inflation. So that is the strategy by the Fed. And the big question for us in the real estate industry, and really nationwide, because the housing sector is such an important sector in the overall economy, how is it affecting the real estate market nationwide? And today, Thursday, May 19th, we got a little nugget of that with a new report out from the National Association of Realtors. Let's take a look. All right, in order to do this, we're actually going to use somebody else's chart, which is it's a really good chart. I believe it's from Deutsche Bank, Jim Reed at Deutsche Bank, and it consists of data from the Freddie Mac, National Association of Realtors, and Bloomberg Finance. And what it attempts to do in this chart, in the light blue is the 30-year fixed interest rate, which, as you can see here, if I can bring that up here, is now at about just under 5.5%. We'll call it 5.4. And you can see that light blue number has gone up quite a bit as the Fed has raised interest rates very recently. The dark blue number is right about here, right where that second lower line is. And you can see the dark blue number also going up more or less in tandem with the increase in interest rates. What does the dark blue line represent? The dark blue line, this is a little bit confusing, but the dark blue line is the inversion of existing home sales. In other words, they're charting existing home sales but doing it upside down. In that way, you can visually see how, as interest rates are going up, home sales are declining. Existing home sales are declining as interest rates are going up. They just do it in a chart-like way so you can see that the line is basically headed in the same direction. As interest rates go up, home sales, existing home sales in this particular case, decline. Wow, that is big news, Jack. And it is when you put these two things together over the last couple of months. Interest rates up, existing home sales down. And that's exactly what the Federal Reserve is looking to do. They're looking to cool the housing sector because, of course, the housing sector drives so much of the economy. Okay, let's look at the NAR press release on this. By the way, I'm pleased to be a non-NAR member, not a member of the Realtors. All right, let's go back down here to the money quote from Lawrence Yun, the chief NAR economist. Higher home prices and sharply higher mortgage rates have reduced buyer activity. It looks more like declines are imminent in the coming months, will return likely to the pre-pandemic home sale activity after the remarkable surge over the past 2 years. That's your money quote there. I kind of tortured it a little bit, but you get the idea. That is the quote. They're expecting things to go back to normal. We'll see if that actually happens. The way I look at it, if I could just kind of give my own 2 cents here, is that we're still going to have to see more houses come on the market. If you watch my market update from just a couple weeks ago, we only have 1/3 of the existing listings right now on the market than we did in May of 2019. So not only are we going to have to see a bite in buying power from buyers, and that bite is coming in the form of higher interest rates. The higher the interest rate, the less house you can afford. But we're also going to have to see somehow sellers say to themselves, it's time to sell. You may have saw the title of my last market update. Why would you sell right now? Well, still in May of 2022, why would you sell? But this chart from Deutsche Bank is just starting to show the cracks, just to start a little bit of a crack in the housing market. How quickly that tumbles, whether it tumbles or not, I think we are looking at a fundamental slowdown. Whether that actually ends up to be a slower increase in price or an actual decline in price, the Federal Reserve, they don't have perfect control over the economy. The economy is like a small boat on a big ocean. And with a boat, if you've ever driven a boat, there's no brakes, right? And it's kind of a nuanced thing. You got to get a feel for it. And you can easily get pushed one way or the other with the current or the wind, all sorts of factors. And the Federal Reserve, they don't have it's not something that they can precisely control. They don't know what's going to happen, and neither do we. But market's going to market, and we'll keep you up to date. All right, I'm Jack Gately from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.